Alright guys, we're going to give this oil boiler a once over. We were here servicing the air conditioning, and this does the customer's domestic hot water. If this boiler looks familiar to you, I will link a video that I did when I had to replace a piece of baseboard on this same boiler. So I will link wherever YouTube puts it, up here, over here, somewhere, a video of that replacing that baseboard. Wasn't a very popular video, but I was pretty proud of it. So, all right, let's check this boiler out. We're just gonna check the nozzle, filter on it and stuff, and not a full service, just a once over. Good bit of carbon. Nozzle doesn't look too bad. Those electrodes do, though. Three-quarter on one side, 5/8 on the other. Nozzle's 5/8. The base is 3/4. Yeah, she's got some crap in her. Definitely does. Have to check that filter too. .75 80B. Somebody has got the wrong nozzle in here. If you look right here, this particular burner gives us nozzle sizes. And we could go a .60 by 60A or a .85 by 60A. Somebody had a .75 by 80B in here. So that's no good. Let me see if I have the correct nozzle on my truck. If I don't, I'll always come back with the correct nozzle. But let's see what I got. Alright, we got a .75 60A. So we're going a little bit smaller than what he had, because for one, this boiler is grossly oversized. This house is a very small house. So we're right between the .60 and the .85. We're basically split right down the middle here. So this nozzle here is perfect for this house. 0.75 60A. I like to take a little KO blaster and just make sure this is good and clear before I put a new nozzle in. And we'll follow this up with a combustion test to make sure we don't have to set anything, because that mass air band right here, right there, looks a little open, a little far, so probably have to shut that down some. Have to get him a new set of electrodes. Look at that, if it'll focus on it. See how that's blunt? It's supposed to be at a tip. See how this one comes to a tip? That one doesn't do that, so we got to get him a new set of electrodes. These ones are fine to go back with now. Yeah, that burnt off tip is messing us up some, but looks pretty good. All right, let's clean this guy up a little bit. And we'll install that back on. We want to make sure when we put this retention head on that our electrodes aren't hitting it anyway, because then it'll spark off the retention head and not off of each other. That looks pretty good. We can tighten this guy down. All right. go ahead and slide this guy back in. Depending how bad this filter is, will determine whether or not I'm going to pull the pump strainer. During a normal full service, I will pull it. It looked like there was some cocky in that nozzle, so I have a feeling we might have a cruddy filter too. And if it's really bad, I'll have to pull that strainer too. All right, let's have a look at this filter now. I don't know if I can get my bucket under it. Doesn't look like a whole lot of space there. What size is that? I forgot what size that was. Oh, this is what size it is. The filter isn't horrible, but it is pretty bad. I've seen worse. See it? It's pretty black. There's not a whole lot of sludge in the filter can though. Filter. I don't think I'm going to pull the strainer this time. When I come back in the fall, I definitely will, but I think we're okay. Is there some crap in it? Probably, but we'll service it in the fall. We'll pull the strainer then. got the gas valve back on. I'm gonna open this screw up and see if we can bleed it this way. I'm not sure if he's got an above or below ground tank here. Yep, there we go. Didn't think it was gonna bleed that quick. It's a good thing we're out in a little garage here. Little boiler room. Of course, I probably wouldn't have been that careless in a house, in a utility room or something. We'll spray some KO Blaster on that. This stuff is badass. I use it for anything oil. It'll dry this oil right up. And yes, I use a ton of it. All right, shouldn't have to bleed the pump now that I've already bled the can. All right, we're gonna get this thing fired back up and we're gonna do a combustion analysis. All right. You never really want to see this, but there is no hole for combustion analysis. I mean, that's not a big deal. I can make one, but that tells me that this boiler has never been properly set up. Either that or somebody replaced this flue pipe recently, which it does kind of look new. Like this piece here looks older than that piece. So somebody might have replaced this recently, this piece. So I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. But we're going to do a combustion analysis on it and see if we got to make any adjustments. Alright, we're definitely going to have to make some adjustments. That CO2, we're looking for under 12 really. 12.5 would be good. As what most manufacturers recommend, but I like to go a little bit leaner than that. So we're going to start by closing off this mass air right here and see where we can get it down to. Yeah, that CO is a little high too. Closing off that airflow some should bring that down. So we'll make small adjustments and see where it gets us. All right. I made some adjustments to the air band here, but it's looking like this boiler is going to need a scrub because I got it down to 12.2. When I first started, it was at 14. But see, that CO is a little high for my liking. We're not making any smoke, but I'm thinking our heat exchanger might be carboned up a little bit. So we're probably scheduled to come back here to scrub this thing and get it good and clean. Yeah, because that CO is just a little too high for me. The 12.2 I can deal with on the CO2. Like I said, usually a lot of manufacturers recommend 12.5. The 12.2 I can deal with, but that's pretty high CO there. So we're probably going to have to give this thing a scrub. We'll come back another day and do that. But it's definitely seems like it's running better than what it was because it had the wrong size nozzle in there. So it's running a lot better. All right, we're going to pack this one up for now. All right, guys, just left that call there. I actually did a air conditioning maintenance and semi-boiler maintenance there. We're going to go back probably before the fall. I think I'm going to go back in the next couple weeks and scrub that boiler. That CO was too high for me. Well, too high for anything really. You really want to keep those under 50, and it looks like we were around like 130 or so. So definitely definitely dirty there. So we're going to go back and we're going to scrub that thing and get it cleaned up. See if we can get that CO down some more. So that's going to be it for this one, guys. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't done so already, please consider subscribing to the channel. It doesn't cost you anything. It really helps me out a lot. So, all right, guys, that's going to be it for this one. I'm off to the next one.